guys. Yeah, sweaty hair. Fantastic. My super professional paper towel. You may have realized that I wear pretty much the same thing in all of these videos. I wanted to go through really quickly some of the different fitness wear and why I chose it. I am not super picky. I'm currently doing workouts at home, so it doesn't really matter what I look like. Not that you should really care what you look like if you're not doing workouts at home, but you know what I mean. I don't have a lot of super fancy fitness wear. The shirts that I wear are cotton shirts. They are ComfortSoft by Hanes. They literally are just black undershirts from the men's section, because you can get a pack of 6 for like $12 or something ridiculous. I got them at Walmart. They're cotton. They work well. They don't ride up. They're tight enough because they're supposed to be like undershirts. And yeah, I mostly wear those because I have 2 packs of them. Yeah. Sometimes, if I don't have it in the laundry, I had it in the laundry today, I have a headband. Headbands may look really stupid on me. They do. But it is insane the difference that they make. I have a smaller one, and then I have this one. This one's really, it's thicker. I think I also got it at Walmart. I don't know. It doesn't have a tag on it, so cool. Can't tell you anything about it. But my other one is, so if like that's the thickness, my other one is like that thick, which worked when I could put my hair back when I had long hair. This one works a lot better for shorter hair, or if you have flyaways, or I don't know, if it's your style. But I can put it on, and then I can tuck all my hair into it. By the end of the workout, my hair's all sticking out anyway, but it is insane how much sweat doesn't end up on your face when you wear this versus today when I didn't wear it, and now I'm just like dripping. Also, my hair has grown long enough that the ends of it can fall in my eye, and so like sometimes you just get impaled with sweaty hair, and that's not good for you. So get a headband if you need one. Alright, for bottoms, I've been using leggings mostly because I got them for school and they're good to work out in. You can use shorts, you can use really whatever you want that doesn't chafe. I mean, if you want to go all out, at some point I would love to get those super cool like, sweat-wicking leggings that do all sorts of really fancy things, just to see the difference between them and the other leggings. But essentially right now I have 5 or 6 pairs of leggings, also from Walmart, because they were like $12. I can't put links to any of these below because honestly, I just went in and I grabbed them off the shelf, so I can't guarantee they have them. I do have links for some other things that I'm going to show you in a minute. The point is that you don't really need to have fancy equipment in order to work out. Like, I know they have athleisure wear and they, work out and look like this and have stuff that pulls your butt up and whatever. My advice would be find something that's somewhat comfortable, something that's not going to fall all over the place. I would suggest a shirt, as uncomfortable as it is. I mean, if you're working out at home, get something that's more form-fitting. Even though you probably love baggy things like me, if you get something that's form-fitting, then when you do certain moves, it's not going to come up and essentially suffocate you. So if you're doing downward dog, your shirt will not come down and try to asphyxiate you. Well, suffocate. Asphyxiate's kind of different. Anyway, not the point. You don't want your shirt to kill you. I personally prefer tights that come up higher than your hips because they have that little tie and you can tie it in place so it's not rolling down, so you're not constantly trying to pull your pants up while you're doing stuff. Shorts are okay, but I'm pretty sweaty, so it's nice to have leggings. TMI, but there you go. Cool. For those of us who need things to hold our chest in place while working out, this is the section for you. If you don't need these, feel free to stop now, but subscribe and hit the bell thing, because that would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and do it up here. Okay, there's this one. This is the, I wanna say Giovanna? Where's your name? I don't know what you're called. Okay, well, I'll put links below. It's got as a name thing. Nowhere else on here does it say anything. Cool thing about it, it is a front. It has hooks, so you can hook and then try to zipper, which is great. And also, if it tries to unzipper, it won't undo itself, which is also great. I haven't had it try to unzipper at all, which is nice. And so you zipper it up. It's weird to do this not on. Okay, and then at the top and bottom of the zipper, it has these little flaps, which is nice. So you put it on. The other cool thing about this, so it is a weird sort of racer back feel, but the back of it has this Velcro thing, so you can tighten the sort of waist part to where you need it to be, and the straps have a Velcro as well, so you can tighten them where you need them to be. This is really nice. A couple downsides that I don't particularly like. One is it has those stupid pads on the inside that aren't attached. I haven't had a problem with it yet where it does that like weird foldy thing and you have to kind of like stick your finger in and try and unfold it, but it has the potential to do that, so yuck. Also, I personally find, and it could be because I maybe don't have it tightened to the proper thing, but I find it pulls down on my shoulders, and I'm constantly like hiking it back so that I'm not doing this weird hunchback thing with a lot of pressure. So this one's up to you. I will put a link in the description below. I wish I had a name for it, but I don't. I apologize. So it'll be the one without a name. I'll find a name for it. It'll be fine. Okay. One of the first best ones I got was this one. So it is shock absorber. It is padded, but it's attached. So you don't have to worry about that at all. It looks super cool if you're one of those people that wants to just go shirtless and do the whole sports bra thing. I'm gonna hook it up. Oh no. Oh, well, I broke this one. Anyway, it is, see, look how pretty that is. Yeah. When I bought it, it was really weird. The lady said that everybody else who had been buying them was buying a size bigger than they normally would buy because it's so tight, which made me wonder if any of those people had ever tried a sports bra before. The whole point of a sports bra is to hold you in place because otherwise it hurts. This sucker does a fantastic job. I love it. I think this is the original one that I bought. I think I'm wearing a second version of it. So same thing, bought twice, which means it's pretty good. So I'll put a link to that below as well. One of my new favorite ones. Okay, so this one is one of my new favorite ones for a couple reasons. One, it's funky colors. I don't often end up with things that are funky colors, and so this is amazing. Two, the back strap, hold on, I'll show you, has 4 clips, which is awesome because extra support. Then it has this flap thing on the front. So this is the part you put on you. It feels sort of weirdly bathing suit-ish, but not. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, and then there's this cool thing on the front that I thought was useless until I actually put it on. And the thing that's cool about it is that it has a hook, and on the strap, it has multiple places for you to put that hook. So not only do you tighten it here and here, but you can give yourself extra support depending on what you're doing with the front flap, which I think is just really cool. It's super comfortable. It is one of my new favorites. I will also put a link in the description below. And then, because you're buying all these super fantastic things, I am obviously not super high maintenance, as given the fact that I have $12 tights and like a $2 shirt from Walmart to work out in. However, bras are expensive, especially when you find good ones. I also found this. They come in a pack of 3, and they're little washi baggies. Instead of tossing your bras in the laundry with everything else like I used to do, you put them in here and you toss this in the laundry. You do not put this in the dryer because it will melt. Hang it up to dry. It's super cool because before I would lose, that's actually how I broke this one. There's a hook that's popped off on this one, and that's because I tossed it in the laundry with everything else and the hook got attached to something and got ripped off. I guess wash your clothing responsibly so that you don't get hooks ripped off. So that's what these are for. And they're super cool and they're super easy to use, and I say that because I'm really lazy and I don't even separate my laundry. I just toss it all into the one thing. So if I can do that, then you can do that. Yeah, if I ever spend money on better clothing, I will test it out for you and let you know if it's worth the money. But in the meantime, get something comfortable, get something that breathes. Cotton shirts are great. They collect sweat and you can breathe in them. Get some clothing that fits, that's not going to, bag out all over in the place for you. Get some sports bras that are worth the money that you can wear over and over again. So nice. It's so bright. Like, nobody sees it, but I like it. Anyway, so that's it for today. Just wanted to explain why you always see me wearing the exact same thing. I do wash my clothes. I just have like 20 of these shirts. Alright, like, subscribe, click the button thing. Bell. It's a bell. Click the bell thing. And that's it for today. Cool. Peace out.